Today we are going to do something fun. We are going to make our own character creation level. This is based on some videos from Ludwig Stahl on the Discord, who figured this out and shared it with the community, but the information wasn't like super accessible, so I decided to make a video on it, just to go through the steps one by one, and I'm also gonna list the steps in the video description. So the first thing we're going to do is to copy the actual character creation level, which means that we have to find it. So you have to go up here to show the inherited levels, and then we have to find the character creation level. This is an overview of all the levels in the game. You can open them, and you can edit them, but then you'll be editing your game. So we are going to make a copy. So you see, there are a lot of different names to these things, but what we want is the one that is called character creation, syscci. You can also search for it. So for example, if we search cc, we get a few options. These are like the different components to the character creation screen, and this is the actual character creation screen. So we are going to make a new level, and then we are going to copy this one, right? So new level, copy, and then copy from, and then we can search for the CC again. CCCI. We're going to call it, well, CC YouTube original. Yeah, we do CC YouTube, and then the toolkit is now copying the character creation level. This is going to take a while, so this is when you should probably go and grab a coffee or something. So what actually happened to me was that the toolkit crashed. So let's see if it actually finished copying the level. Alright, so the project is open again, and we have this level called CC YouTube. Let's see if we can open it. So while I was copying this, the toolkit crashed, which is why I'm not quite sure it finished copying. But sometimes the toolkit will do this, and it will be fine. So let's see. Alright, so here we are in a strange level. So you see, this is actually the character creation like backdrop. You can see like the astral plane here. Yeah, so now the lighting and atmosphere triggered. And then someplace here is the little podium you're standing on when you're creating your character. So that's over here. And as you can see, you have the 4 dude guys that always show up. You have the Dark Urge, and then this is actually the player Kalak in the toolkit. So we can't actually walk around here because this level doesn't have an AI grid, you know, for character creation. You spawn in here and you select your character. So what we are going to do is make our own character creation level. In order to do that, we are going to need some stuff from this level, and then we're going to need the level we want to use. So let's make a level, and I'll show you how to get the sort of character creation engine stuff into that level. Yeah, so now we are making a new level. We can make a basic level maybe. We call it character creation new version tutorial. So we're making a new level, and that level is going to be empty. Right, so we have an empty level. It is quite boring. I think we're just going to populate it with like a level template or something, just to show you the principle of this stuff. So let's see. So these are level templates, and level templates are sort of levels smushed together so that you can put them into a level as like a package. So let's find something fun. Not all of this work. But so what's the coolest thing we could have character creation in? What do we do if we put in the jungle of yeah. This is the jungle. That's we already I'll remove it. Right. You remember this place from the Ginny's lamp? We could have character creation in here, right? That's pretty cool. All right. So now that we have this, we're just gonna keep this, and we're going to go back into the character creation level that we copied, and we're going to grab the stuff that we need. All right. So we are back in our copy of the character creation level, and so what we're going to do now is copy the components we need to our new level inside of the Ginny's lamp. We'd like to go to the world outliner, and you can see actually the character creation level has a lot of stuff, and some of the stuff we need and some of the stuff we do not need. So what we do need would be, let's see, you can select the characters, the triggers, all of the lights. Do we need anything else? We're going to need one level template, but that's actually the podium we have selected. We have to like expand. So we see all of the cameras for the different races and stuff. So we have to expand everything. So that should be it. We also want the light probes. And that really should be it. So we are going to select the first one, and we're going to go all the way down, and you do let's see, shift, whoop, so press shift, select last one. Now we have selected all of them. You can see that they are selected, and we're going to press Control, and we're going to try and select the podium as well. So as you might be able to see, the podium is now selected. Then what we're going to do is right click this stuff, and we're going to group it, because, well, that has been mentioned that's possibly necessary in the tutorial I watched to figure this out. So we're grouping it, and then you right click on the screen, and we're going to let's see, we're going to move this to the level we made, and I think move selected templates to another mod. You can copy selected objects to level or move them. So this is one of the reasons I made a copy of the character creation level, because you don't really want to mess up the actual character creation level in your game. But right now, I mean, this test level you can move or copy or whatever, but we're going to try copy. And this will ask us if we agree, and we do. And then we have to select our new version, right, of the character creation. So this is the one we have open right now. That's a copy of character creation, and then this is what we want as the new character creation level. So we're going to do that. So that will happen. It says saving failed. I don't exactly know why, but it does say that the copying finished, which is cool, I suppose. So let's try to that open our new version. Just click save. Alright, so we are back inside of the Ginny's lamp, and you can see that something has changed. We now have a bunch of stuff here. And so, the thing is, now we actually have all the components for character creation inside of this level, which is super cool. But we probably want it to be in the right position, And the first thing then would be to find. So this is the platform. That's actually scenery, so I'm wondering if we actually got the right file. Let's see then. Where is it? Well, let's just try it. So where is this platform? Yeah, okay, so this platform is way out in the middle of nowhere. So the thing is, we want the character creation to happen inside of the genie's lamp, yeah? So we are once again going to have to select everything to move it together. Like so. And then not select the genie lamp level template, which is the actual building. And when we have selected it like this, we can actually move everything. So, you know, breathe calmly and move everything. And we want the little podium to be positioned where Cowlack is standing approximately. So maybe just under the floor would be good. And then I think we can save. So of course the game doesn't know that this is our character creation level. So we have to do a few things to actually test this. I'm wondering if we should start with just setting it in the project settings, and we can do that. You go to project settings, into general, and you can set the startup level and the character creation level. This is of course our character creation level, the new version. And the startup level, well, what should that be? That would be your level 1 in whatever game you're making. So maybe we should just quickly make an actual startup level. So let's just make a new level. We will just make a basic level and just call it startup level. So let's do that. So this level is going to be our startup level. It's called startup level, which was very handy. Yeah, we can walk around in it. La la la. And we might also have to change a script as well to send our character here after character creation. Let's just see if this works. So I'm just, like, before we test this, I'm just gonna add, like, I'm back in our copy of the character creation level, and just looking at the files, I'm thinking that you might also want to add these two level templates. They are the only level templates in this level, which is like the portrait for the player race, and I don't quite know what this is. It says timeline something. Anyways, if you have some issues with like the portrait generation, you might want to add this one to the files you copied. We could also like do it now. And that, just like you could right click on the screen and you can move the objects to the level. I'm not gonna do it now because I'd like it to be like in the same position as the other files, but if you are doing this, then you might want to do that. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna like publish the project and see what happens in game. It has been my experience that well, that was quick. It's been my experience that for the startup level, just like putting the information in here is not enough. You have to change the script as well. I have videos describing how to do that, but I think like the focus of this tutorial is the character creation, so I'm not gonna go into that in detail, but I can maybe link it in the description. So without further ado, let's open the game and see what happens. So we are in the game and we are going to find our mod that we've called something, probably CC YouTube guide project. Nothing else is selected, and then let's start a new game and we're going to see what happens. Clap 3 times for good luck. The loading screens are from Hyperspace Towels mod that I will also link in the description because it's made my life fantastic. So, alright, intro. Yeah, so here we are. We have made our own character creation screen. And I mean, this place is pretty cool. There is something wrong here. That is probably, as you can see, we placed the podium under the floor, and she's kind of standing on a pillow. So, since she's a little bit further up than she's supposed to be, when zooming in the camera, we get a very nice view of something. But yeah, it works. I actually think this is perhaps the perfect character creation screen. So that's for your origin character. And I don't know why we see like a version of Kalak over here. That's interesting. Yeah, so we see them twice. So you might have to troubleshoot that. I have no idea why. Kind of a cool effect, but let's proceed. Let's see what's happened to the... Oh, yeah, okay, so there is the Dream Guardian. So what you can do is then, of course, find the podium for the Dream Guardian and move that in the level. So just to show you, if we open up the toolkit again, let's see, this is the character creation level, yeah? So here is the podium for the MC, and then there is a podium somewhere for the Dream Guardian that you could find, and you can move it. So I think it is probably this one. So find that in your level and move it. And if we go back to the game, at least we can see that it's working, right? So just like play with the positioning of things and you'll end up having a really cool character creation screen. Let's see what happens just for fun when we just set the startup level in the settings. It's probably gonna crash, I think. No, it doesn't. Yeah, okay, so there is a problem. You can see that this guy is usually indicative of something having gone terribly wrong with the scripting. So I will link the video for how to change the script to load into a custom campaign in the video description. So regardless, I hope you thought this was fun, and yeah, this is how to do your own character creation.